Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dragon Age Origins. Um, Last time we were defeated at Ostagar because of betrayal by Terran Loghain. So he adds himself to my shit list, along with Arl Howe. Um, as for our companions, we have there's Carolina. Kill him with fire, yes. We're going to kill him with fire. But we also have our loyal Mabari Barkspawn. Alistair, our Templar. And the mysterious Morrigan. We have not recruited Liliana yet. She's in Lothering, which is actually where we're going to be headed. So, um, but right now we left off at the witch's place. Demand Liliana. Hold your horses.
What do you need? You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
Not gonna romance Janeway. He was like a father to you, I understand.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
Hello, Phoenix. You indeed made it. We just started. He had you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
No, I understand completely.
Of course. I'd be dead then, wouldn't I? It's not like that would make him happier. I think he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about
Howdy,
putting up
Sinvertus.
something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
My entire family was murdered.
Oh, of course. How stupid of me to forget. Here I am going on and on about Duncan, and you... I am so sorry. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Maybe I'll go to High Ever with you when you go.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
Alistair approves. Yay! And then we need to talk to Morrigan.
The time has come to leave the wilds. Do you not agree?
Okay. Great talk. Gather your party and venture forth. Yes! Romance Flemeth. We're not romancing Janeway. We can't, anyway. Onward to Lothering! Denerim.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good.
Yes.
But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banorn will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Civil war seems to be on the horizon.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
Bum, bum, bum. Meanwhile,
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. I'd guess the pretty one is the leader.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
you should listen to your friend. We ain't refugees.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Forget it. I'm not
Well,
paying.
I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Oh, you can certainly
Well, this is
try.
going nowhere. Let's finish this, gents.
Something is coming. Now's better than later. All right. Got
These look like player
it.
characters.
Can I get you a ladder? You can get off my back.
All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all.
Get by, you're
Yes,
a criminal.
I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize. Well, what could
want
I
some
tell you?
questions
We aren't even
answered.
from these parts.
What exactly have you been
Well,
doing?
watching for folks fleeing from the south. Chasing from the wilds and farmholders, mostly. There aren't soldiers here anymore, so we help ourselves. We try not to hurt anyone too much. It's
What's
packed
going on in
full.
Lothering?
The band took his men north with Tan
Muggers.
Rogaine, so there's no one looking out for it except a few Templars at the Chantry. Well, I was just trying to feed my family, you know?
I ain't buying it. Sinvertus. We're muggers. So it's what we do. We mug people. Have you heard about any survivors from the
Couple,
battle?
maybe. A group of wounded ash warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their way.
What news have you heard?
Everyone's saying how the Grey Wardens betrayed the king during the Darkspawn fight. got him and themselves killed. Turn Loghain pulled
Hello,
out just in time.
Starcrater.
First thing he's doing as regent is putting a bounty on Grey Wardens. Well then,
I'm
let
done
me
asking
go!
questions. Hand over everything you've stolen.
Yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear.
Now I'm turning you into the authorities.
There aren't any. Just the Templars, and they'll execute me.
Did I stutter? Then I'll execute you here.
I'm not going down without a fight.
Got it. Now better than later. All right. I'll get on it. Now better than later.
At least you can't be stealing things from people anymore. Note from Sir Henrik. Yes, blood. Blood for the blood gods. Oh yeah. So there's a new emote for tier 1 subs. It replaced the Chibi CFA. I'm sorry, but I think you guys will like the new one. It's Caroline Fire. You know, when fire needs to be fired.
What do you wish of me? If you must. I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
But it is just a legend, right?
So I assume. My mother has walked the wilds far longer than I. Who am I to suggest what things she has done and not done in her past? Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
And what do other animals think of you
They
when
do
you're
not
changed?
shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
Okay. Never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
Well, that's good. Traditions need to be preserved. Otherwise, they'd be lost. And, I mean, that kind of diminishes everything, right?
I am surprised you think so. Still, 'tis a pleasant thing to hear.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
Actually, I think your abilities sound quite useful.
A most practical opinion. Far more so than any man I have spoken to. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Alrighty. Well, we've killed the bandits. Oh, there's the chests. Yoink. And yoink.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing?
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
What do you want to talk about,
He's
Alistair?
naval, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
Need to look for Fergus. He might still be alive.
He was out scouting in the wilds, wasn't he? That's what the king said.
Then attempting to look for him there would be foolish. He is either dead or he managed to flee to the north.
Very sensitive.
I am simply saying that it is foolish to mount a rescue when you have no notion where this man is and the wilds are overrun with darkspawn. You will either find him somewhere outside the wilds with other survivors, or not at all.
Fair enough. You have some thoughts on that point?
This should be good.
I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
Not yet.
There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Is there a way to contact
Short
the
of
Grey
leaving
Wardens?
Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
All right. Morgan, what do you
Go
think we
after
should do?
your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
All right. Morgan, I love your spunk, and trust me, we are going to kill Terran Loghain, but I think Alistair's right. While killing Terran Loghain is definitely on the agenda, I think we need a little bit more backup before we can do that. Just because of how Ferelden politics work, just straight up assassinating him isn't going to work. But I like your spunk. Keep at it. Like Morgan, she seems very friendly. It's buried deep under there, but yeah, I can see it. Why are you leaving it up to me?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Well, then we need to find these people.
I can give you directions, if you like.
Where will we find
He'll be at
Arleman?
Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
And where are
If
the
we
Dalish?
head eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully, they will still be there.
Where would we
We would
find
need
the
to
dwarves?
speak to their king in Orzammar. That means heading west into the Frostback Mountains, which won't be easy. That
Where
will
we
be
find
at
the
their
Circle of
tower on
Magi.
Lake Calenhard to the north. We'll be looking for the first enchanter, whoever that is.
And where
If
would
he isn't out
Logain
in the
be?
field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course. Then you
All
have
right.
a plan.
I'm ready to get
Fair
going.
enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
All right. Do-do-do. Grab some elf root.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk
Great.
about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps, you would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Oh, we could not
Jeez.
talk about your mother. That works for me.
Yeah, Alistair, you might not want to get into a battle of sarcasm with Morgan. I think she's got the upper hand.
I don't like this place. Why did we come here?
As if we needed more fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone is?
I'm sorry, I'll let the thieves live next time, and so they can keep stealing from you.
You don't look like the other folk fleeing the south. Were you in the battle?
What makes you
You
think
don't look
that?
chastened, so you're not from the wilds. And you're not a farmer. I'd guess you saw some fighting.
Yes, I was with the
I
King's
thought
army.
them that survived already marched north with the Tairn. You must be a survivor, or a deserter. Lucky you, I guess.
Got
Can't
some
promise I'm going to
questions.
answer them. You
Who's
could
in
talk
charge
to
of
the
the village?
elder, though she's got her hands full getting everyone on their way. For now, most folks go to Sir Bryant. He's head of the Chantry's Templars.
You don't have a ruling
He's gone
lord.
to war and taken all his soldiers, leaving us to fend for ourselves. There's not going to be much left when he returns, if he returns.
Were those bandits always outside
Were?
the village?
You mean they're gone?
Yes, I drove them off. To hell.
Well, goody for you. Now there's no one to drive off the blighted refugees. Sir Brian'll be glad, though. He's been talking about offering a reward for anyone who'd run them out.
What's going on
What
here?
isn't? We got chastened barbarians in every farmholder south of Callanhard running from the Darkspawn. Not that they'll be safe here with the army gone. Don't let me stop you.
I should go. You're a butt.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you. There's none to be found.
Fun.
It's just a guess, but I'm thinking everyone in Lothering is aware of the approaching Darkspawn horde.
Seems like it.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh boy.
Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Why would I want to help
I mention
you?
profit?
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
On the one hand, if he is price gouging, that's not necessarily good. But on the other, it is his right to charge for his wares. Just because there's a war going on doesn't mean that he still needs to make a living, which he does. Can you beat that offer, sister?
You want me to bid against him? We don't have that kind of coin.
Then what do I get if I help you?
We have nothing to offer but our gratitude.
I'm sorry, but he has the right to charge. It sucks, but that's business.
You would actually do the bidding of this evil little man.
You know what? Fuck it. Solve this yourselves.
Well,
I'm
I
not
won't
getting
stand for
involved.
thievery, especially not at the demand of some shrewish priest.
Then go, and may you get all you deserve.
I hope the Darkspawn choke on your cheap hides. Ah!
I suppose it couldn't be helped. Maker, help us all.
Oh well.
It
Stick at the chest.
is done.
The Chanters are still operating their board. Now that's dedication.
All right.
I'm cold. I don't like this.
Let's see here. What is good? Yeah. Yeah.
The legions of evil
Oh,
are on your
boy.
doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts.
Please, you're scaring the children.
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us! This woman bears their evil stench! Can you not see the vile blackness that fills her?
Why don't you keep your voice
I
down?
watch the Black Horde descend on my people. I will not be silent.
Please stop! Somebody shut his mouth!
But isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us.
All right. What happened to you? What's your story?
My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn.
The Darkspawn can be defeated.
No, I have seen them. You cannot run. You cannot fight.
It's Standing around shouting won't save you.
There is nothing to do! No hope is left!
We Fereldans have fought off far worse in our past.
Are you calling me a coward?
I'm calling you an idiot. Listen to yourself.
I have shamed my ancestors, but the blackness will come.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
There's always hope. Muster your courage.
You're right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
Persuade! Such a great skill. Isn't that right, Sinvertus? Can't you kill? I could, but there's no reason to. I leveled up the dog. Give a constitution point and some strength to bark spawn. Yes. Who is our good puppy? High Atlas Sax, small shield. I know, right? Our PG mechanics are great.
Maybe with that blasted chasing gone, my headache will go as well.
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left.
Do I look like a refugee
So
to you?
many are coming to Lothering. I make no assumptions. Priests are within if you seek to offer devotion to the Maker, however. May he protect us all.
Always do the persuasive option. Who's in charge of the
Revered
Chantry?
Mother runs the Chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here.
Did you know that there are bandits on the
What?
highway?
Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that.
You heard
Not
any
since
news?
Tairn Loghain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else. Make her watch over you.
Goodbye. Unless you're doing an evil playthrough or body cam playthrough, you always take the persuasive option. Persuasive option usually lets you have your cake and eat it too, which is why I like to take it.
But no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is
Sir
all.
Donald.
Who?
Hello.
May the Maker have mercy on
I
us.
beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Tairn Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
If he were well? What do you mean?
The Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life. We have found no cure, either natural or magical.
When did this happen?
Only a few weeks ago, but he has declined quickly. No one knows the nature of the illness, and even magic has done little to slow its progress. Our only hope
That's
now
not
is a
good.
miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the urn of sacred ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
I was hoping to meet Arl Eamon, in
Why is
fact.
that, if I may ask?
We need his help against Tairn
I
Loghain.
see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tairn Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tairn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Do you think that Loghain's involved with the Arl's
The Arl
illness?
fell ill before the king died. But what if Loghain planned that too? Oh, such thoughts do not sit well with me.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
So your quest for the ashes brought you here?
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Tell me more about this
Supposedly,
urn of the
the
sacred
urn
ashes.
contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
I'd like to hear what you've learned.
If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives.
About that, your friend Sir Henrik is dead. I do have something of his. Firebolt everything. Welcome, Lady Scry. I would, but Carolina is a rogue. Therefore, I would have to use fire arrows. But I do have those. So.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I'm sorry about your friend, but I dealt with the bandits that killed him.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
Firebomb everything. I'm going to fire arrow everything. Fire arrow!
With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, my lady. You have been most helpful.
Sacred ashes. So Brian, hey,
Yes, my lady? Who might you be?
You can call me Caroline.
I am Sir Bryant, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights?
No, I am not.
Then what might I do for you?
About those bandits outside of the village.
Maker's breath. How many times must we drive them off?
They won't bother you again. They're
All
dead.
Of them? By yourself?
It's true. I saw it from my post. It was over so fast we didn't even have time to get over there.
Sad that it needed to come to that. But then they asked for it. Will you accept a small reward for your service?
Certainly.
If it interests you, there is a Chanter's board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else you need.
If
the matter is important, certainly.
Have you heard any
Other than the
news?
Darkspawn horde bearing down on us, none of it is good. Teyrn Loghain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster.
King Cousland had no heir?
None that we know of. Teyrn Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner, and the king's corpse is barely cold. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them.
You're, very wise about that.
Travel
I should
safely,
go,
and may the Maker watch over you.
All right.
And when the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness. A word
Praying
to
for help
spare
from a
fear
prophet
and
they
ignorance.
burned, and a god who has turned his back on them not once, but twice.
Those who seek redemption be delivered, and those who have sinned.
Bronze
Done
symbol
now.
of Andraste.
Are you happy?
Let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker. Let him hear our unwavering faith.
I can't do that.
Let him hear our righteous
Key
dedication
required.
and enduring perseverance.
And then shall the Maker return to us.
Some of you may be wondering why I'm stealing from a church. To those of you who asked that, I say this. I can't hear you over the sound of me being a rogue.
Have you seen my mother?
Depends. Who's your mother?
She's really tall, and she has red hair. We live on a big farmhold, all of us. Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her. Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village.
Yeah, I think she's deaded, but, do you know where your father is?
He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back.
I don't think she's coming.
Why not? Why would she leave me here? But she must be coming.
What if she doesn't show?
I don't know. Maybe I should go home and look for her.
No.
Then
Don't do
what
that.
should I do? I have nowhere to go. And I'm hungry.
Go to the chantry. Someone will look after you.
I will, but only if I don't find Mother first. You're a really nice lady. Kind of like Mother. I should go look for her.
Oh, Lord. Well.
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there? No one else?
Mother occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't.
Oh, good small person. I hope I didn't just send him to his death. But it sounds like I might have.
Terran Logain is the new...
Well, look what we have here, then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Logain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about a woman by this very description, and everyone said they hadn't seen her?
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
What makes you think we're traitors?
Clan Logain claims the Grey Wardens betrayed the king. Or haven't you heard?
Enough talk! Take the warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right, let's make this quick.
I see enemies ahead.
All right.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? All right.
For the Grey Wardens!
Watch out!
Let's have at it!
All right, you've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
Take a message to Logain. I know what he did, and I'm coming for him.
What do you want to tell him?
He'll pay for what he's done. We're coming for him.
I'll tell him. Right away. Now. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
I'm new here. I don't know what the management has done yet. It's alright. I was happy to save your life. No. Appreciate what you tried to do.
I am glad you found it in your heart to offer those men mercy. Let me introduce myself.
They were useful.
I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
I'm Carolina. A pleasure.
Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
Why so eager to come with me? Especially if you're going to be branded a traitor.
The Maker told me to.
Oh! Can you elaborate?
I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's true. I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people
Shut up,
here.
Alistair.
They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
Alright, very well. I'm not going to turn away help when it's offered.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you.
Shut up, Morgan.
I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
Alright, Barkspawn, as much as I love you, I need another rogue.
Indeed.
She can be a melee rogue, while I can be a ranged rogue. So let's go ahead and get you outfitted, madam. Enchanted dagger. That. Then you need a helmet. Huh. And boots. Didn't know she could wear that. Okay. Pupper has earned a break in head pets. Yes. Yes, he has. No, Morgan's robes look better. Okay. Let's see here. Surveyor. This one willpower. Okay, that one's useless. Okie dokie. Advanced. There we go. All right.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about.
Yes, I am. Something I can
I
do for you?
represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more.
And
our
how
leaders
can I be of
thought you might be
service?
willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens. Thank you.
I'll take a look.
When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
Okie dokie. Ooh, you've got an exclamation point.
I heard what you did with the other merchant. Got what he deserved. Because I still don't have food to sell.
Know of any well-paying work
Check
in
the
Lothering?
chanter's board by the chantry. There's good jobs there. I don't suppose you know anything about poison.
I have dabbled in such
I figured if I kept asking, I'd find someone. I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice.
Any idea where I could get the
There's
ingredients?
herbs in the North Wood. As for other stuff, look around town. Some refugees just left things behind to travel faster. I don't really know what you need, though. I might have some in stock, too.
Show me what you got. Alright, first we're gonna sell some shit. I don't need 3 daggers. That long bow. Ash, the elm. That. We'll hold on to the axe, though. Get rid of that. We'll grab the gifts. Okay, let's see what he's selling. Nope. Although, does he have flasks? Yes, he's got some flasks. So we'll grab 12 flasks. Amulet of Accord. What's this do? Reduces hostility. I could use that. Leather gloves harden. What am I? Ooh, yes. That requires strength 14. I don't know if I have 14 strength, so... But... those could be useful. Alright. We're gonna go and save. And then... Amulet of the Accord. Studded leather gloves. And leather boots. There we go. This is like scraping the barrel. Dereliction of duty. Okay.
Did you see the new recruiters out?
Keep your voice down.
Finished. Now what do you want?
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
I'm good. Just more hoping to help
Don't
you.
need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I don't, but my
What
friend
do us
does.
a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
All right. More than just plants.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps? Old man
What do you need
Barlin
traps
said
for?
that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm.
Go
I
foraging,
figured
yep.
I put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps.
Arlen has poison traps
he
on his
doesn't have any
land?
poison yet, thank the Maker. So his fields are just full of traps. He can be a bit eccentric.
Why
None
don't
to
you
be
just buy
had.
some?
Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields.
Sorry, I
I
can't
didn't
make
mean
traps.
to bother you. Sorry.
It's alright. I just need to level up, that's all.
Shokkebas.
Well, hello.
Abana kyun. Maras shokra. Ananne sam kyun. You aren't one of my captors. I will not amuse you any more than I have the other humans. Leave me in peace.
You're a prisoner. Who put
I'm in
you
a
here?
cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
The revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
It is as she says. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
Kunari.
If you haven't heard of us, that is your own shortcoming. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes,
There we
that's what
go.
I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
I find myself in need of skilled help, though.
No doubt. What help do you seek?
I'm sworn to defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Why do you
People
ask?
have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Would the revered mother let
Perhaps
you
if
free?
you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here. Farewell,
I'll
then.
leave you for now.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
Well, Grey Wardens take help even from the condemned, so might as well.
But what about my food? I said enough.
They say your mother is Flemeth, a witch of the Kokari Wilds.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them till they were spent, then killing them. No little girl wants to be told that this is also expected of her once she comes of age.
I see.
No, you don't. You really don't.
I don't think I want to. No quests available. Okay. Hello, revered mother.
Good day, Sister Liliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
I do not recognize your companion. Greetings. Will you be making a donation to the Chantry? Our need has never been greater.
I got nothing to offer. Sorry.
I understand. Not all are wealthy enough to spare even a few coins for the Maker's favor. What can I do for you then?
I want to talk about Sten.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
Is there any way I can convince you to release him?
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
I was thinking you might release him into my custody.
And what do you say on this, Liliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Kunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Dun da da da! Oh, hold on. What is back here? Nothing. The Imperial Chantry. It helps to have two rogues. That way, if one cannot be persuasive, the other one can help.
You need something.
Why do you always go on about how stupid I am? I'm not stupid, am I?
If you need to ask the question...
Because it hurts my manly feelings, you know. Or one of them.
Then I'll be sure to write you an apology once all of this is over.
I was educated by the Chantry. I studied history. They don't make stupid Templars.
Then I must have been mistaken. I'm very impressed.
No, you're not. You're not even listening to me.
My, you are smarter than you look after all. Your Chantry must have been very proud.
Oh boy.
Yes?
Please tell me you're saner than these guys.
Lothering? I think it started as a settlement by the river, and then grew when it became the place where two roads met. There are always people in Lothering, but many are just passing through. Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
What was life like in the Chantry cloister?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
Condescending? How
When
so?
I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
You know what? I have to say I prefer your ideas to the ideas of the Chantry.
Thank you. Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
I mean, I'm kind of religious, and I don't like having to go through middlemen in order to quote unquote talk to God. So I appreciate the idea of, you know, just being able to do it directly, like Liliana's saying.
You wish something more of me?
I have the key to open your cage.
I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
She agreed to release you into my custody.
So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
Very well,
So
I will
it is
let you
done.
out.
I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
Thank you, Sten. Glad to have you with us.
May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Right now, we're going to keep this party, though. Okay. We have quests that we need to do. It's on the road. Oh, completed quests. We need this. Chanter's board, poisonous proposition, more than just plants. There we go.
Why are we always attracting danger?
I'll get on it.
That's right! Come on!
Wake them out! More blood. Where's the next one?
More blood!
Hey! Now's better than later.
Boom! Here comes trouble!
Fire!
Can I get you a ladder? You can get on your back. Got it. I'll get on it.
Boom.
Now's better than later. Can I get you a ladder? You can get off my back.
Breaking a sweat already! Ha!
Da, 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 da. Yeah, Sten can keep the doggo company, and he actually gets along pretty well with the doggo. Alfred. Okay.
What?
Herbalism.
Your wish?
Okay. What's up here?
Away with
Dark
you,
spawn.
foul creatures! Leave us alone!
Got it.
Is that what you got? What in horror have I rip you apart? Let's end this. Your
Carolina's,
head over your head.
Mighty timely arrival.
Into the combat
my
there.
friend. I'm much obliged.
Just how
Want a
obliged,
reward,
actually.
eh? I suppose that's an entirely reasonable request. How does 100 silver sound? I was going to use that to fix up the cart, but quite frankly, I'll be grateful enough that my son and I come out of this with our heads.
Let's see here. Keep your money.
Then I suppose we're doubly fortunate, aren't we? The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
It's a bit complicated, but you're welcome to come along.
Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says a half of it. Thank you for the offer, but there may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Yeah, I like these two. Blood Mage. Sealed letter. That's why I didn't take the money. Because I felt that they deserve a break. They're good peoples. You know?
Target practice, anyone? Let's see what you're made of. I'll get on it. All right. No chance at all. I know how desperate you are. You're pathetic. Ha ha! Got it.
Fool! I am better than you.
That about wraps it up.
Armor cured. Canary thickened cap. Well, I think we've got stuff for Sten when we finally... yeah. Got an outfit already for Sten. That's good. That is very good. Most good. Death root, huh? Elf fruit.
Now's better than later.
Biitis!
What in horror have I rip you apart?
Now's better than later. I'm sorry. Am I too quick for you? No mercy. All right, all right. I'll get on it.
Make us preserve us.
Got it.
I got it.
Alrighty. Good job, everybody. Okie dokie. Now let's make some poison.
I can't do that.
There we go. Okay, go any further that way. Why does it want me to keep going that way? Okay.
We done heard what
Hello.
was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Cousland, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
I see enemies ahead.
All right.
Can you get off my back? Run while you can. Can I get you a ladder? You can get off my back. I'll get on it. I shall not be defeated.
Why did they try and attack a fully armed party is beyond me. But they tried, and they failed. And now they dead.
Done. Anything else?
Alright, I
Have
think
any
I
luck
got
finding
some health
herbs in the
potions for
woods?
you.
This
Yes,
will
I did.
help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
There we go.
Some fellow in the tavern said
They are deads. Alright.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
Show me what you got. Longbow.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
I have what you want.
Splendid! If those beasties come on my land, I hope it teaches them a lesson. Yeah, it's enough gold to cover any of your expenses and then some, hey?
Well, thank you.
Done now. Are you happy?
Why are you doing this? I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of me being a rogue. I am... such a
Did you speak
butt.
to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Redcliffe.
Isn't there something better we could be doing? Killing things, perhaps?
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
Blessed are the peacekeepers.
Level up. For Alistair. Also, I hit a wrong button. That's my bad. I apologize. You do that. Give you some strength. And some constitution. Alright. You threaten precise striking. Yes. Carolina's close to leveling up to level 7. Good. Good. Bear's attack. Let's keepsake. Alright, we'll go ahead and do those. Hello. Rebel. Longsword.
Foolish
them,
creature.
and let's be
You
on
should
our
know
way.
better than to attack. Got it. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? All right, all right. Now's better than later. Now's better than later.
Okay. Level up! Can't level up in combat.
Get you a ladder so you can get off my back. You'll get no mercy from me! Brilliant!
Alright. Now we can level up. Okay. I have a specialization point. Ooh. Go with Ranger. They have affinity for the open country and wilderness, but as independent scouts and militia, they are opportunists, not stewards of nature. They can exploit every advantage of their environment and can lure wild beasts to attack their foes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put stuff into cunning and dex. 1 point to spend. I'm gonna put it in Ranger. Summon wolf. Yes! I can summon a wolf! Woohoo! I love it. That's awesome. Uh-oh. Found the body of the boy's mothers and removed your keepsake. That's not good.
Foolish creatures.
I'll get on it. Got it. No mercy!
Wolf! Attack!
Stand back!
Yes, I have a wolf! Who's a good doggy? Oh, that's amazing. I love it. I'm so happy I have a wolfie now. Wolfie friendo, yes! Wolfie friendo is the besto. Bark spawn is being... Not
The
completely.
path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles
Bark
upon
spawn
its
can level up, the
travelers.
wolf can't.
And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent
spawn
in
is
prayer
Stan's doggo.
and thanks.
All right. Let's go in the chantry. Let's see if we can find the boy. Because, okay. Patcher Gritch.
I want to go home.
Nope.
I'm scared. When are we going home? Who are you? Can you protect us?
Nope. Alright. I don't know where he went, but looks like that's all we can do in Lothering. Everything's done. So, we'll go sell off some stuff and head for the Circle of Magi. I think would be the best place to go. Because we could always use some mages. Although, does the board have any... Nope. Okay.
I'm wondering, Morrigan, do you believe in the Maker?
Certainly not. I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must place my...
So how is it that Terran Log...
What's the wolf's name? Oh, God. What is the wolf's name? Artemis.
You're gonna make more trouble? We've about all we can stand in Lothering now. They had it
Sorry about the
coming,
mess.
and they were trouble enough themselves. So long as you don't start more, I won't get excited. Right then, name's Denal. Sorry I can't chat much. As you see, we've a full house.
You're
I hear news from Dinnerham that Tyrn Loghain has been declared the new regent. It makes sense, his daughter being the queen. Anything else I can get you?
I'll be
Speed your
going.
way.
Actually, we need to find,
I'm here.
these guys. Patrick.
Because I still don't have food to sell.
Oh, show me what you got. There's that. Mage robes. Da, 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 da. More robbery? A little bit. Alright, Okay, let's find Petter Glitch. It's procurement of goods. Yes. Okay. Wonder where this dude is. Can't leave Lothering until we find him.
The mages in the tower out on Lake Callanpot are all turning into demons.
They always say that.
Ooh, hello.
Well, this time it's true. They're not sure what to do about it yet, he says.
What's to do? I thought you killed them.
Easier said than done. Mages pick a fine time to go turning into demons, I tell you.
Gossip.
Greetings, milady. Best be careful. Darkspawn are coming.
Detective Raz is online. Yes, I am. Helpful refugee.
Ha! You see them soldiers run like frightened children? Way to go!
Alrighty. Not exactly helpful, but not hurtful either. Farmer. Refugee.
All right, I've come up with one. A question that you can't answer.
Are you talking to me?
That's right. You think you're so smart. I've got an academic question that I bet you won't be able to answer.
Oh, I doubt that.
So tell me then, what was the name of Andraste's husband?
This is a religious question, not an academic one.
You're joking, right? A 5-year-old could answer that question. Do you not know more than a child?
I care nothing for your religion, and this game of yours is over.
Oh, how the mighty have crumbled.
All right.
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you
I
defer
kind
to a
of do
new
as
recruit.
well.
Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Couldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks.
That'd be great. Thanks. Refugee. Refugee. Where are you? If I can't find you any sooner, I'm gonna go ahead and use the guide. Dun dun dun. I know it's horrible, but it must be done. Romance. Oh, what the... What? The heck is that? JoJo. I've not seen JoJo's. Alright. I'm consulting the guide, because... Okay. Blackstone Irregulars. Oh, Barrel. Lothering Chantry. Okay. I wasn't sure if he'd be in the Chantry or not, but apparently he is. Okay, that's good to know. As using a guide, what world we entered. Hey, I couldn't find him. A guide face. Well, Sinvertus is out. Oh, there you are.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I have a letter for you from the
I knew
Blackstones.
this time would come. I should have listened to my sister. Sure, sign the paper, she said. You'll enjoy some coin now, but they'll be back. I guess I'll see you on the front lines.
Quest is updated. Alright. The next one is Redcliffe and Denram's alienage. Well, we won't be going to those places for a while because we're going to the Circle. Circle of Magi. The square?
So
No, it's a circle.
You truly do not believe in any sort of higher power?
It has been bothering you, I see. No, I do not. Must I?
What do you believe happens to you after you die, then? Nothing?
I do not go to sit by the Maker's side, if that's what you mean.
Only those who are worthy are brought to the Maker's side. So many other sad souls are left to wander in the void, hopeless and forever lost.
And what evidence of this have you? I see only spirits, no wandering ghosts of wicked disbelievers.
It must be so sad to look forward to nothing, to feel no love and seek no reward in the afterlife.
Yes, the anguish tears at me.
The Banon.
Tears at me.
Now you're simply mocking me.
You notice? It appears your perceptive powers know no bounds.
Morgan, be nice. Oh god. Head hurts. Scary dragon. Morgan only knows sass. How many edges? 0 edges.
Bad dreams, huh?
Seems so real.
Well, it is real. Sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
The Archdemon is that the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
Oh, thank you.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
All right. Levy Dryden.
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? Oh,
you know
yes,
Duncan?
for years. Considered him a friend, I did. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
What promise did Duncan make
Well, as
to
you know, my family's name is mud around noble circles. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Cousland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
What happened next?
Hard to say. After King Cousland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
Surprised you kept your name.
Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the blight. We're not ashamed of that.
Fair enough. So what favor did you ask of
Ask
Duncan?
for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
I've never even heard of Soldier's
Well, no
Peak.
one's been to Soldier's Peak since Ireland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
Why didn't Duncan help you?
Surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Cousland. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostergar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
Well, your family's faith will be rewarded. I will help you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
But not right now.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Feddick, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and remembered the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
What are you selling exactly?
Anything, everything, but all of the finest quality. No cheap trinkets here. And my boy Sandal happens to be a bit of a hand with enchantments. Oh, yes. Sadly, it also makes us a target for bandits and the like. If there were spare hands to hire as guards, I would have done so long ago.
Have you been following us?
Following you? I'm not even certain where you're going, my friend. And quite frankly, it's none of my business. Trust me when I say that my encountering you here was serendipity and nothing more. I travel a lot, so I'm bound to meet everyone on the road eventually. If you prefer, I'll take my boy and be on my way. But regretfully, you're the safest spot on this road, without a doubt.
No. Let me see your wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Oh, wow. He's got good stuff. Very good stuff. Get rid of that. Drake's... I know, right? It's like, how did you come across this? But I'm not gonna question it. Yeah, I want that. A backpack. Yes, I will take your backpack. And this golden rope necklace. Alright.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple.
Hello.
He's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
What enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
I would like to have some enchanting done.
Enchantment!
Oathkeeper. Put that in there. Thank you. All right. Let's talk to people.
Oh,
hello,
hi,
Bugs
little...
Bun.
Oh, you're so funny. Such rapier wit. Your furry friend
You love
here
it.
took offence at me getting near his food. He snapped at me. Look.
Just a warning. But, well, he is a war dog.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me. What do you need?
Like to
Ask
ask
away.
something. So you said... how'd you become a Grey Ward?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Very funny.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
All right, Psycho. Thank you for dropping by. I'll see you later. You don't seem like the religious sort.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Why did the Grand Cleric want to keep you?
I wondered that myself. It's not as if she valued me highly. I think she just didn't want to give anything to the Grey Wardens, is all. The Chantry didn't lose much. And I think I can do more fighting the Blight anyhow, rather than sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
He was a good man.
He was. A good man who didn't deserve his fate. That much I'm sure of. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
Alright. Oh, I need to put my belt on. Oh, I can level up Arc Spawn. Again. Go. Shred. Yes! Sten, you need hat, some gloves, some boots, and some heavy armor. Hail hydrate! Ah. And take this great sword. And then that's good. I will wear this. Okay, Liliana.
Yes? Well,
I'd like to talk.
here I am. I knew
This
this
vision
would
of
come up
yours.
sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
You dreamed of the blight?
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
And this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything?
Well, I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a blight to stop.
Why are we stopping?
Working together, I think I should get to know
There are
you.
darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
What's
What
your
a
hurry?
strange language you speak. You say hurry, where I would say duty.
Said you're in the army. Why would the Qunari send soldiers
The
here?
Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Qunari. We are how my people know the world.
Doesn't that make your view of things a little
Compared
skewed?
to what?
Well, you only learn about people you conquer.
What does anyone truly know of the world? The world changes. We change. The Antam observe what we can, just as you do. There is no point to this. We are keeping the Darkspawn waiting.
True.
As you
Let's go.
wish.
Alright, we'll talk to Morrigan next time, but we're running up against 2 hours. So, this is where we'll end for today. Next time we
I can't do that.
we get to Dragon Age, we'll start off talking to Morgan and then head on to actually, I think, a DLC where we'll find a golem. The golem shale. But tomorrow is Borderlands 3 with Floof. As well as in the evening, provided everything goes according to plan, Dark Alliance. Or Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance with Sinvertis, Floof, and Varen. I have a backup if that doesn't go according to plan. Thursday, in The Legend of Carolina, we do Miranda and Corporal Boring's loyalty quests. Then we will do the collectorship. Then Friday, there's in the afternoon there's Ace Combat 5 Chat to Size 2.0. In the evening is my celebratory 1-year anniversary for being affiliate, and that is going to be Star Wars Squadrons. Fleet battles versus the AI. I hope to have a full fire team, or a full squadron with me. I know Sly Cooper fan is going to be part of that. I think Psycho Samurai said he was interested. Floof said he was interested. And I believe I can con Gun Mage into coming, so I think we'll have a full fire team. But I'm excited for that. Then Saturday is the Geth Dreadnought in Piper Shepard's playthrough of Mass Effect 3. The lazy slice to get back to streaming. I'm gonna try nudging him in the right direction, but you know how it goes. Then Monday is Ace Combat 6 DLC Showcase, the SU-33 Flanker D. And next week is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, where we're in the Undercity trying to find the prototype engine. Faye is switching for partners. Okay, we will guide the raid to Faye Kitsune. But we'll go ahead and save the game here. We'll do that one. And we will raid Faye